If you've watched this channel before, you probably know that we like to do something here called Lolcow Battles, where we take two of our favorite internet personalities and compare them in order to see who does what better. Now, quick disclaimer, when I say better, I don't mean one is good and the other is bad, but one Lolcow simply has greater stats, if you will, with whatever the category is. Like usual, we're going to be keeping score, and in the end, we're going to see which Lolcow is victorious. This video's contestants are the Goblin of Akron himself, Cyraxx, and the Menace of the Streets, Daniel Larson. Both heavy hitters in this game we like to call the internet, and both need no introduction. Now before we get started, I do want to say a huge thanks to everybody for helping me hit 2,000 subscribers. It really does mean a lot, and if you enjoyed today's video, you want to see more content, or you just want to help out a small channel like mine, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more content. It's super appreciated. Well, without making the intro too long, let's get right into it. Cyraxx's kryptonite, as we all know, is the internet itself. In the world of Cyraxx, his mind is fixated on being an internet star, whether it's being a YouTuber, rock star, live streamer, or whatever he comes up with next. He seems hellbent on never leaving. But the thing is, nothing good has ever come from Rax being online. When he's left unchecked, he immediately finds a minor to speak to, acting as if he's some harmless guy, and sometimes even using his disability to garner sympathy or admiration from them. No doubt so they can let their guard down, and he can subtly groom his prey. I do want to quickly say, he's done this countless times and we've caught him every single time. And this right here is one of the reasons why we won't leave him alone. I get a lot of people who are always like, people need to stop making videos about him and just leave him alone. He hasn't done anything wrong. And I'm not too sure if those are sock puppet accounts, buddy trolls, or other, PDF files like him.
Oh, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
It's pretty known that the system doesn't care about kids, and higher-ups don't care about kids, if you know what I'm saying, or they're directly involved with this kind of stuff. So if he's gonna try to live normally, why shouldn't we try to make him abide by our rules? And if you feel like he's too far gone, then maybe send him away like we've been trying to do. Anyways, back to the point. And when he's not doing that, he's screaming at the top of his lungs, threatening people, screaming obscenities, and claiming that it's our fault that he hasn't accomplished anything. It's gotten him in some hot water over the years. He's lost lifelong friends, he's gotten beat up over it, and now he's even fighting a court case that he could possibly lose that's directly caused by his own actions. As of recently, he's actually kept a pretty low profile online, really only doing a phone call here or Facebook post there, or giving his fans these little quick updates, trying his best to not engage with trolls.
Hey, what's up guys? It's me, I'm here, just really quick, wanted to quick message, because I'm not really supposed to be on here, but I wanted to let all my fans know that I've been, super concerned about me, that I absolutely love you guys, and that I am okay.
So I'm not sure if this is truly a changed Cyraxx who has seen the negativity that being online brings him, or maybe Sally and Ed have finally put their foot down and started monitoring him like they should have been doing a long time ago. Now as for Daniel Larson, he's the full embodiment of filming and posting literally everything online. The man has been addicted to the internet since he started going viral back in 2020. I sometimes reference my first videos I ever saw of Daniel back then, which was him doing jumping jacks for George Floyd, and then this root beer video.
Gotta have that root beer. Daniel Larson here. Yep. Gotta get that root beer. Get it there. Yep. Get it there. Woo boy. I gotta have that root beer.
I don't know why the root beer video always makes me laugh, but I just, oh man, I had no idea what the future would behold for this man when I saw that. I truly thought he was just like a harmless TikTok meme, just flowing through life. Well, come to find out, he's a complete danger to most people who come in contact with him. And we know this because he's terminally online, filming every interaction he's ever been in, whether it's good or bad. But the main difference between Rax and Daniel is that one could argue that Daniel kinda needs to be here. As in, he genuinely relies on the support that people give him solely because of his online presence. He knows how to finesse the pay pigs into coughing up the hard-earned cash, so I have to give him credit where credit's due. Quick side note, isn't it kind of funny that even though Daniel is literally homeless and treats his devices like garbage, he still has better audio quality than Cyraxx and sometimes can even be seen investing in his equipment to make his live streams a little bit better and more enjoyable to listen to?
There is just now a text over social media that came up under Flex Burger. Please do not look at it. It's a picture of my ding-a-ling.
But I will say, lately it does seem like his trials of being homeless are catching up to him. I mean, he's only about 2 years older than me, but he's been aging rapidly and his streams are becoming more unhinged and hard to decipher as the days go by. That being said though, this point in my opinion goes to Daniel hands down. He's homeless but can still acquire enough donations to pay for food, some clothes, and even hotel rooms, so at least something positive is coming from his online addiction. And with Rax is kind of just doing the complete opposite and just making his life worse. The majestic Daniel Larson, a magnificent creature of all sorts of characteristics. His mating call that even the most beautiful of women cannot resist. His cold-blooded nature causing him to bathe in the sun for warmth.
What just happened? Oh my god.
His incredible durability allowing him to withstand the most crushing of blows. And of course, when feeling most threatened, screaming the N-word at deafening sounds.
Because I'm in disability services and this is bullshit. So fuck you niggers.
But no, in all seriousness, it's pretty well known that Daniel uses the N-word quite frequently. He has explained that he only uses it when he feels like his life is in danger, which, you know, is pretty understandable, to be honest. I mean, if you were out there for being a creep while just trying to have a coffee, or getting threatened while squatting on somebody else's porch.
I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know if you're gonna—
I'm asking you a fucking question. You better get the fuck off of here. Get the fuck out of here before I fucking move you out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
Really? It's gonna be like that?
What would you do? So think about that next time you pass judgment on our friend Daniel Larson here. But I'm not gonna lie, low-key that shit kind of be funny sometimes. Just because he sounds like a Muppet, you know, like I've never heard someone, he sounds like an old lady. Cyraxx, on the other hand, uses these words much more often, and with genuine hatred in his heart. We don't have to go into too much detail because I and many others have covered Rax's racism, but for any new viewers to the Rax lore, Cyraxx is known to fully snap and go into detailed rants and insults, calling people nigger, boy, Jewish slurs, saying how a man in the 1930s should have ended people of that nature. And there's a clip that I still can't find where he's talking about this black guy that he knew. He's talking about a fake friend, it's not real, but he literally says, it's so funny, he goes,
One of my good friends that unfortunately is no longer with us, his name was Kyle. Yeah, he was a black dude, but he always had my fucking back.
He says these things more than any other Lolcow I've ever heard say it, and I'm pretty sure it's not just him in his mind coming up with this kind of stuff. Here's my little game theory, but I believe Sally and Ed most likely have, or at least had, an influence in him saying those things. I mean, anyone can hear the N-word and regurgitate it online to get a reaction out of people.
My nigga, you cannot do that. That's not okay.
But it takes some kind of coaxing or digging deep into certain subjects to come up with some of the phrases this amoeba says on a daily basis. And Sally can ask him to stop screaming all day because it bothers her, but she says nothing when he says these kind of phrases, which means that the phrases don't bother her. She doesn't really care, you know? At the end of the day, I don't think Daniel is a hateful person, just a dumb, dangerous, and sick person who needs to be in some kind of asylum, and not even like a group home, because we've seen how he is in there, but like a legit asylum. And so Cyraxx gets this point with flying colors because, like I said, it doesn't take too long into his history to find his hate-filled rants online, and Daniel did do jumping jacks for George Floyd, so that's gotta count for something, eh? You know, every jumping jack cancels out a time he said the N-word, right? That sounds fair to me. Well, other people have been caught publicly saying the N-word. And I say publicly because I know y'all motherfuckers be saying that shit behind closed doors. Yeah, caught you. Don't lie to me.
Nigga, you ain't funny.
Listen to some damn Kevin Gates, huh? Kevin Gates got you saying the N-word. Yeah, do a jumping jack right now, because I know what you did.
You did not start no car battery with your bare hands.
If I didn't, may God murder my children. I hate that I even spoke about that. If I didn't, may God murder my children.
No, don't say that.
Please, kill them today. Right now, today.
Cyraxx is a very angry creature, and I don't think he can go 5 minutes without yelling. It's honestly pretty impressive that he never loses his voice, considering sometimes he goes a good 40 minutes of constant growling and screaming when he gets mad. But even though he can bark, growl, and threaten, he really can't walk the walk at all. He's had plenty of chances to prove his mettle after telling trolls to show up to his house, telling them that once they did, he would leave them in a body bag or just completely destroy them. I mean, the way that he speaks when he threatens people is like he truly believes that he's among the talents of Yujiro Hanma or something like that. He's a complete embodiment of an internet tough guy, and a lot of times he even makes videos pleading and begging with these people not to show up to his house after threatening to kill them.
Let me ask you this, man. Is my ass really fucking worth going to jail over, bro? Because the minute you show up here, the police are getting called, and your ass is getting arrested.
And the only time he ever put up a good fight was against his own elderly grandmother, Sally. And this was no simple push out of rage or quick snap where he hit her once and apologized after, you know, like he just lost his temper for a split second and snapped right back out of it. No, this was a full-blown assault where he left her battered and fled the scene. And the only other person that he had the courage to fight was Music Biz Marty, and he got completely styled on within 1 second of the fight starting.
Why? Bitch! Get the fuck out of here! Who's the king? You are?
Also, never forget that Cyraxx tried to lie and say that his blood-curdling baby scream was actually a neighbor screaming at Marty to stop. And he was very adamant about that too. He would not let that go for like a good, maybe week. It's like, geez, man, what a lying ass bro, I swear to God. And one could say that he put up a good fight against Aware Myself, but no, we all saw the fear in his eyes. It's like he thought it was theatrics. He thought he was at like a, what's that shit called? A LARPing center? A Renaissance fair, there we go. He was super hesitant to swing, and after swinging, there's no power behind it. He's super weak, and this man was able to overpower him with one arm. And Aware Myself is not some kind of bodybuilder. He's just like a normal guy. So if a normal guy can overtake a fully grown man, who has a weapon by the way, it's like taking candy from a baby, man. Now for Daniel, initially I was gonna say that Daniel is as violent as it gets, and he's not afraid to throw hands, which is half true. He is a very violent person, but after thinking on the question for some time, he also is a huge pussy. If you know Larson, you probably know of his assault on Bob during the December 10th incident, but recently him and Bob got into a scuffle again, where Bob actually came out on top.
Because I had my phone.
Get the fuck out of my car!
Okay, don't fucking grab me.
You want me to break your fucking arm?
If you break my arm,
then get the fuck out of my car!
Ow!
Get away from my car!
Holy fucking hell! You ran over me!
And the only other person we have reference of him fighting is himself. So it's kind of hard to gauge how strong he really is. But as for Wrathful, they're kind of the same, to be honest. Man, this is a hard one. On one hand, I feel like Cyraxx has threatened people way more often, and on the other hand, Daniel Larson's threats are like top tier. Like, he's threatening to bomb people, houses, White House, hospitals, casinos, shoot places up, and all kind of stuff. Really, I feel like they both have the same level of anger, if that makes sense.
The record label, my entertainment manager, and every fucking security company and all police officers. I'm gonna go drop a bomb.
But it takes a special kind of crazy and violent to smash your nose over and over and over until it's bleeding profusely, or to bang your head into a concrete wall or drywall or whatever, slobbering at the mouth, you know?
I want her fucking dead. I want her fucking dead.
That just I feel like even Cyraxx would get scared. Like if we put these two in a room to fight on some Yu-Gi-Oh shit, I feel like we will see Cyraxx claw at the wall to get out, because that's how crazy Daniel Larson really is. So I'm gonna give this point to Daniel Larson because his threats are unmatched craziness, and he's had way more physical altercations with people. But if we're being honest, I don't think we're gonna see any more of these physical fights anytime soon, because he lost his last one against an old man. And so now that he knows he can lose, he's probably not gonna be fighting Bob. And we all know he only attacks people who he knows he can win against. So weak and elderly people or animals. Oh man, that's scary. That's a scary thought. Animals. I mean, he had his hands on one. Let's say that Grace Vanderwall breakdown happens and he has a little pet hamster or something. Like he's definitely gonna do something to it. Now for this episode of Lolcow Battles, it looks like Daniel Larson takes the dub here. And I'm sure most of us can agree that Larson is the greater menace to society. And when it comes to almost every category, he can win with little to no difficulty. Let me know if you agree with the outcome down in the comments below, or maybe leave a theory that you have about both lolcows. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. It's been your boy Virgo, and like always, drink water, breathe air, and move your body. Peace.
Just made a fucking hit. Alright, kill y'all favorite rapper right now.